This is a great question. Max just asked a question about what is your most positive story? I have so many, but I guess what really comes to my mind is this. Some of you know that I was an adopted child, and that was fine with me. I had terrific parents. Now, while I was in high school, one of my teachers said to us, do a paper on how did you get your blue eyes? Where did you get your blonde hair? Where did you get this from? In other words, they were giving us an assignment to do as to where did we get our traits? Well, I couldn't do that. I was an adopted child, and I stupidly said to my teacher, I can't do that. I was adopted. Well, of course, she went ahead and gave me something else to do that was a bigger project. Anyway, moving forward. I guess it was when my children were born and realized they looked like me that I decided that I wanted to see where did I come from. Had nothing to do with trying to look or replace my parents. So I went on a search, and lo and behold, and a very long story later, I found my adopted mother, my biological mother. Turns out she only lived about 20 minutes from me. I was living on Long Island at the time. She was living in New Jersey. It took forever for me to pick up that phone and speak to her. I found out that she had given me a name at birth. I found out that when they do that, back then, when they did that, that was because they really didn't want to have to give up the child, so they had to give them something, so they gave them a name. Of course, my name is not what she gave me, which was Carolyn. My folks called me Joy, but to make this story, I guess, cohesive is this. I found her. And I did make that phone call, scared out of my mind because, she could reject me. And we met, we sat, and we talked, and as it turned out, I looked nothing like her at all. She told me that I looked a lot like her parents, her mother especially. I gave her a whole lot of photos of me as a little girl, and from that point on, we maintained a relationship. But the interesting thing about this is that in the end, it didn't seem, she never replaced my mother. My mother was the one who raised me, took care of me. When I had a fever, took my fever down, gave me my medications. She's the one who loved me. That was my mother. This is the woman who gave birth to me, who was a lovely lady, and I like her very much. So I learned a really great lesson. The lesson was, if you are an adopted child and you came from a family that was a loving family, that's who your real parents are. Anyway, that is a question that I'm glad that I was able to get a chance to answer. Thank you, Max, for that question. It taught me a lot. Now, my children look a lot like me, and they know this story, and it's a cool story. I think it's great. Anybody out there who is adopted and who is thinking about searching, I can give you some advice. It's a hard thing to do, but for now, all of you, I'm going to just say goodbye. Thanks for asking this question, Max. It was really cool. Take care, you guys.